Going on? This is Coach Anthony. I want you to make sure to understand that if you're watching this video, you are success minded. You are pushing forward because you wouldn't have been able to find this if you weren't, And so I'm just really, really thankful and happy that you're here. And what I'm talking about is a video that I, talked about is in our series called All In. And what does it mean to be all in, or what do I believe that it means to be all in? And so this is our second video in that series, and I wanted to talk about what success-minded people, I believe, do, that is really genius, right? And when we think about genius, I used to think about, certain categories or certain people they would call a genius, maybe like Newton or, right? You just think about genius like an artist or maybe some artist of some sort, maybe a painter, or something, or a mathematician. Maybe you'll think of a kid. You have a visual of a kid that's maybe 9 or 10 years old. There's a movie called Little Man Tate that my mom showed me when I was young. I forgot what was that, maybe 13 or 14 years old, and it was about a kid that was a genius, and he was with other geniuses, right? That were very, very intuitive in a certain skill, right? But I've changed what I feel like a genius is, because what that does is it categorizes people, and it just says that this certain type of person that has this certain type of level inside their mind, their IQ or whatever that is, this is now saying that makes them a genius. But to me, that's a lie. And I'll tell you why I believe so is because the fact of the matter is I believe that everyone has a genius inside of them. And the reason why is because you have a passion, you have a goal. And so if you have a passion and a goal, and the second thing is the fact that there's no one on this earth that has ever been like you, right? As far as the physical makeup, as far as, how God made you, your personality, no one has been quite the same. So since no one's been quite the same, and we're in a world, a pretty big world, right? With over 6 billion people. The fact is that if you're operating and being you, and you are pushing and giving your all in on being you, whatever that passion is, then that creates the genius. But what pulls that through and makes that happen is the fact that you're all in, and the fact is that you won't give up. So how long does it take for someone to make that success, right? How long does it take for someone to become a what they would say an overnight success? Because you see that marketed out, or you see that on shows, or you hear it on the radio, or you hear it about musicians mainly, or so they were an overnight success. That's another lie too, and so we've got to watch these cliches that become a part of us, and we just accept them as if. Right, and don't mind the socks behind me, right? Because it's all about taking imperfect action, and I wanted to take action on this video, and I didn't clean up. I mean, maybe some other coaches or other people you see on YouTube, they have everything, I don't know, I guess deemed as perfect, everything's beautiful and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I got socks on the floor, and then you may see on other videos there'll be a bunch of other stuff on the floor, right? But you just got to operate. You got to make it happen, and you got to be who you are, right? And be okay with that. But being who you are, right, once again, is very, very important. So once you're being you and you're driving your passion, then what does that look like, right? Does that look like, as you have your passion out there, are you working on this passion? Because there's no one, once again, like you, right? So that operating that genius inside of you, I believe the way you fuel that is by doing your passion. And so you've got to do your passion, right? You've got to do what it is, right? Because people are wanting to hear your voice, right? In particularly. So it just, you say, well, my passion is, my passion's math. So I want to be, a math teacher at Harvard or wherever. Or, my passion is to be a veterinarian, and so I want to work at the zoo. Or my passion is, being an entrepreneur, and it's all about, bringing new products to the market, and seeing them through. My passion is, I want to go into a certain sport and be a professional at it, right? And so what is this passion, right? And so you just got to find that passion, and then people want to see you do that passion because you do it just a little bit differently than anyone else has ever in this world that is actually doing your passion. I hope that makes sense to you. Because you are different, people want to hear, see you do it. So stop waiting. Or if you're feeling like quitting, keep pushing through, because if you're all in, you're going in, I believe, until you die. So if that passion is seen by the time you're 80 years old, right, then that's what it is, or 90 years old, right? But the most genius thing is that you didn't give up, right? So put the time in, be all in, right? And what I want you to do is I want you to click on the link below if you would like to have some more information. But then also too, I'm going to go ahead and go into my third video about what I believe, all in is in the third video, as far as success and what does that look like? What else does that look like, right? I've already given some insight on what I feel like it looks like here on these first two videos, but what else? There's more to it. Alrighty, you have a great day. But we were talking about the Midwest. Somehow Tony Romo came up. I don't know, every time I get